Well, we are extremely pleased to be here with you today, dear one. And we are happy to chat with you about this unfolding with a woman who you feel is not deserving of winning the lottery, winning $5 million, receiving that much money. And we want you to just take a breath in here. Really dropping down into your body, dropping out of your head and breathing down into your heart center. Really breathing into that space of that feeling of having worked so hard and have contributed so much into the world, and being such a positive person and really striving to do your best, and your windfall has not come yet. And why hasn't our windfall come when we're doing all the right things? And then here's this cranky woman who isn't positive all the time and who's a bit of a negative Nancy. How is it that she gets the freedom ticket? How is it that she gets this ticket to freedom? I want you to just take a breath there. This ticket to freedom. I'm so tired of everyone else having their ticket to freedom. And when is mine going to come? When is mine going to come? It's not fair. It's not fair that there's all these things that I want to do, and yet I have this feeling of responsibility on my shoulders of things being hard, and I'm trying and we're constantly doing our best, and yet the big lottery win has not happened for us, the big ticket, the money, the financial flow, and we just want you to breathe here. Breathing into that feeling of it's not fair, and when is it coming, and when am I going to feel free? When am I going to feel free? Because as we're breathing here with you, we really get that there's this piece of wanting life to be easier, and the lottery win really the idea of the lottery win feels like freedom. It feels like financial freedom, which feels like life freedom, which feels like choices. If I had $5 million, I would have so many choices. I could do whatever I wanted to do in the moment. I could do whatever I wanted to do because I had the financial freedom to do it. And we want you to just breathe here. In any moment, I get to choose whatever I want to do without limitation. Without limitation. I love the idea of finally feeling free to create whatever I want without limitation. I love the idea of being free. Of being free. So we want you to just breathe here a bit. And that feeling of having your toes in the sand, being on the beach and on the ocean. We know that you just came back from a tropical vacation and you were able to experience so much freedom as you were there. You were enjoying the toes in the sand and the adventure of all of that, and then you come back and find out that Miss Negative Nancy has won the lottery when you just wanted to stay where you were and keep basking in that feeling of freedom of being on vacation where life's responsibilities aren't there and you can just soak up the sun and kick back and relax by the pool, and we want you to just breathe here. I love the feeling of extended vacation, of a permanent vacation where I can just feel free, So what we want you to get is there is a reason that when people go on vacation, their system unhooks and unwinds, their nervous system relaxes, and there's not major agenda and responsibility. So there is this immense feeling of freedom. And more than anything, we want you to begin to feel that freedom that you are seeking on a day-to-day basis. And there are several layers to what's going on here. And so that is one of the layers, and we're going to come back to that. But first we want to chat with you a bit about this feeling of deservability, of she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. Someone who is angry and cranky doesn't deserve it. And so there's an element of that in there, of I've been working so hard, I deserve, and she hasn't. And so we do want to speak a bit to this lottery win. So here's a woman who's been playing the Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes every single day, twice a day for many years. So she is in she has created a vibrational frequency of showing up, doing the work, of I'm just going to keep playing this game, and in that there is hope and there is freedom. What we want you to get is that even in her crankiness, she knew there was possibility. She knew that that every day she had a chance. And so she was a bit addicted to this possibility of the win every day, the possibility of the win every day, the possibility of the win, the possibility of the win. And so in that same way, she's carrying the same frequency as you are. Because we know that every day you are optimistic, you are positive, and you do feel like good things are coming, and you do trust that good things are coming. So here she is in that daily creation of the possibility of the win. The possibility of the win, the possibility of the win, the possibility of the win. What if I were to win this? 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 So just breathing here. Because there is so much energy in the momentum of the possibility of freedom, the possibility of freedom, the possibility of freedom. And we will say that there's so much that we could say here. There's so much that we could say. So we are just tuning in here more to you and to the why. We're tuning into the bigger picture of you creating this scenario for yourself, of you witnessing this woman winning. and that feeling of envy and jealousy and unfairness. And so tuning in there is a deeper layer of victimhood frequency that's coming up for you to see and to be acknowledged, that feeling of unfairness, and it happens to her and not to me, and that's not fair. So just as you're breathing here, it's okay for you to let all of that come up. It's okay for you to acknowledge, yeah, there's part of me that's pissed, that's mad, that's angry. How come she gets it and I don't? How come she gets it and I don't? It's not fair, 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 it's not fair. That's the dominant feeling that we get from you in all of this. It's not fair, 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 it's not fair. So in that frequency, it's not fair, the universe is messed up somehow. The negative person is getting it, and I'm not. And what we want you to get is that frequency of it's not fair, they have, I don't, that frequency really is a pushing away of your own freedom. It's not even the pushing away of the lottery win, it's a pushing away of your own freedom. It's you, that feeling of victimhood and us and them and jealousy is you keeping yourself imprisoned in your own cell. It's you keeping yourself from being free. It's not the money that you're seeking that's going to give you freedom. It's you that's going to give you your own freedom. And the ticket to freedom comes from letting go of those deeper feelings of victimhood and unfairness. Unfairness is a cell. It's a prison. Jealousy, it's a prison that keeps you in comparison and not enoughness and have not. And so we want you to just take a breath here. Really breathing into that space of have and have not, have and have not. I'm done with the have and have not. I'm done with the have and have not. I'm done with the have and have not. 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 I'm done with the have and have not. Done. I'm done with the have and have not. Have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not. I have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not. Just breathing here, because that is a drum that you've been beating for quite some time. Have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not. Have not, have not, have not, have not, have not, have not. And we just want to drum it up and out of you. Have not, 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 have not. Have not, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, stuck. It's not fair, 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 it's not fair. Just breathing here. And as you're breathing here, just imagine that whole frequency of that old paradigm coming up and out of you. That old doo-doo. That old yuck. That old deep frequency just coming up and out of you. Release. It's not who you are. It's not who you are, dear one. It's not who you are. It's not who you are. It's not who you are. Letting it go. It's such a repeller of money. It's a repeller of freedom because it keeps you locked in your own cell without any money. It's kind of funny, isn't it? That you're the one that's keeping you locked up in your own cell without the money. And so we want you to imagine yourself unlocking that jail door, letting yourself out, stepping out of that prison cell. And as you're stepping out, letting that whole paradigm, that whole old dominant vibration of have not, not enough, not fair, just jailbreaking. Imagine it all coming up and out and leaving your system. Jailbreak. This is you creating your own jailbreak. Just letting it out, letting yourself out from your own prison. Jailbreak. Break free, dear one. Break free from jealousy, from greed, from lack, from fear. Break free. Break free from the prison that you're holding yourself in. And as we say this with so much love, because we know how much work you've done and we know how far you've come. And as we say this, we're saying this to an advanced being who has done her work. You really have, dear one. You really have. And so what we want you to get is that this is all coming up at this time of high equinox energy, of this portal opening, of the deeper stuff coming up and out. And so we want you to really acknowledge yourself for being at this point where you can see this, where you can see it, where you can own it, and where you can release it. And really get that it's so 3D. And you, dear one, are becoming so 5D. You really are. And you can't take jealousy and anger with you into the dune dimension that you really are anchoring in. So that's why it is showing its face for you here in this church scenario. Your fellow church member, and so we just want you to breathe here. And as you're breathing here, really feeling compassion for this woman who really has had hope every day. For so many years, she's had the hope of this possibility of freedom. And while she's had the hope of this possibility of freedom, she's also become more and more bitter. And in some ways, she's giving you an exaggerated reflection of bitterness, of unfairness. So that little negative Nancy bit that you find irritating in her is really just a reflection to you of your own irritation with the bitter part of you, with the part of you that has shut down, that has felt life was unfair. And as you're breathing here, we want you to feel compassion for that part of you, and feel compassion for that part of her. Because what we want you to get is that you are awake, my dear. You are one who is awake, and you are awakening more and more all the time. So you have the tools, and you have the ability to see all of this. She is not as awake as you, so she's still in it, in the negativity, while you have your hands in the clay, and you're able to be empowered by this scenario. Instead of having it disempower you, you asked a soul tea question. You reached out to us to get an answer to this question. So we want you to get that this is an empowering scenario for you. You took action. You took steps. I'm feeling envy, and I don't like it, and I want to shift it. Please help. And you have the awareness. You are the observer of what's going on. So what we want you to get is that really good things are coming your way, dear one. Really good things are coming your way. And you also have that feeling of hope, of things. All kinds of freedom is coming my way. All kinds of freedom is coming my way. And I want freedom for everyone. I want everyone to experience freedom. I want everyone to experience the freedom of their own hearts, the freedom of their own love. I love this feeling of freedom. I love this feeling of having my toes in the sand and being at the ocean and being in the sun. I want freedom for everyone. I really do. Everyone deserves to break free from the prisons of their own hearts, to break free from the prisons of their own egos and their own minds. I want freedom for everyone. I want freedom for everyone. I want freedom for myself. I want a jailbreak out of this place of feeling the unfairness of life, because actually life is quite fair in so many ways. It keeps delivering to us exactly what we're focusing on, and there's this amazing fairness, there's this amazing justice to all of this, and I really just want freedom for everyone. I want freedom for myself. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to experience freedom. I'm ready to choose freedom, and every day and every moment I'm ready to choose freedom. I'm ready to choose the feeling of being on vacation. I'm ready to choose knowing that money really is coming to me more easily all of the time. I really love this feeling of the lottery win. I am the winning lottery ticket. I really am. I am my own winning lottery ticket. I am my own Publishers Clearinghouse $1 million win. I am my own lottery ticket, and the freedom is here inside my heart, and I am breaking free out of my own prison. And I'm so excited about what's next. I so love the feeling of freedom, of excitement, of what's to come, really knowing that so many good things are on their way to me, so many good things. I love knowing that there are all these streams opening up for me, and I'm going to spend more time focusing on the freedom, the feeling of freedom, and the desire for freedom for everyone, freedom for the planet, people freeing themselves, people opening up their hearts and experiencing more of their own love. And as I live in this space here of a generous heart, an open heart, knowing that as each human being wakes up to the freedom of who they are and starts experiencing more of the deliciousness of it, the abundance of the entire planet increases exponentially. Abundance for all, prosperity for all, abundance for all, prosperity for all, for all, for all. And with that, dear one, there is so much love here for you, and we look forward to chatting with you again soon.